Join my tramp into the pathless woods behind our home and experience a mind and spirit cleanse from the 1800s. I will follow the tradition of writers and poets such as Lord Byron, Henry David Thoreau, and Charles Dudley Warner. The hike will be very different from what most people do. Instead of walking quickly from point A to point B, I will take a random journey through the forest with no definite destination, observing nature and becoming one with her. The term random scoot can be traced back to Nantucket Island in the 1800s. A random scoot can also refer to a day's cruise or a picnic on the island. To enter the forest, I need to go through a swampy area, sort of a no man's land. It's not quite sure who owns it, but the area has not been drained and therefore doesn't have houses on it.
The very sight of this half-stagnant pond hole, drying up and leaving bare mud, is agreeable and encouraging to behold, as if it contained the seeds of life. I enter a swamp as a sacred place. A town is saved, not more by the righteous men in it, than by the woods and swamps that surround it.
The forest itself is about 1,700 acres and is bounded on all sides by roads, so I can't really get lost. There are trails on the property, but I will not necessarily be walking the trails. If you decide to do this type of hike, be sure to obtain permission from the land manager, carry a map and compass, respect the environment, walk on durable surfaces, don't create new trails, and don't disturb sensitive plants. I have attached a spear to the end of my staff for protection from feral hogs and snakes, which are common in the swamp. It functions similar to a spontoon, which was used up through the 1800s as a combat weapon and for defense. If you decide to carry a spear like this, make sure that the staff is at least 6 to 7 feet tall to reduce the possibility of accidents. When not in use, cover the blade with a sheath, or, better yet, take it off.
There is a pleasure in the pathless woods. There is a rapture on the lonely shore. There is society where none intrudes, by the deep sea, and music in its roar. I love not man the less, but nature more, from these our interviews, in which I steal from all I may be, or have been before, to mingle with the universe, and feel what I can ne'er express, yet cannot all conceal.
I love nature partly because she is not man, but a retreat from him. None of his institutions control or pervade her. There, a different kind of right prevails. In her midst, I can be glad with an entire gladness. If this world were all man, I could not stretch myself. I should lose all hope. He is constraint, she is freedom to me. He makes me wish for another world, she makes me content with this.
Nature will bear the closest inspection. She invites us to lay our eye level with the smallest leaf and take an insect view of its plane.
When on a random scoot, primitive man enjoyed a special communion with nature, admitted to its mysteries, understanding its moods, and able to predict its vagaries.
There's only about 2 more hours of light, so I've decided to leave the pathless woods and head for the standard trails. This will be my fastest way home, and hopefully I'll get home before dark. This has been a lot of fun. Oh man, I made it back to civilization. You know, it was so much more fun when I went through the swamp, but this way's faster. It's only about another hour and I'll be home. I'll maybe sneak back into the forest if I get a chance. I really don't like this road over here. I made it home just in time for dinner. What a beautiful day. If you haven't tried a random scoot, try it. You know, this was a mind and spirit cleanse from the 1800s, and it works as well today as it did then. Simply awesome. I wonder how far I walked today. 12.4 miles. I had a blast. Until next time, peace.